So who is Christine F. Gomez? Who is Christine F. Gomez? Well, that's who she is, and F is Finzel. Christina Finzel Gomez. The State Commission on Judicial Performance finds that Judge Christina Finzel Gomez meets the performance standards by a vote of 11-0, unanimous. It's unanimous. All 11 corrupted officials on this board said that she was A-OK. They said that she was A-OK. Even though there was an insufficient attorney responses with sufficient knowledge to respond to the question, of the judges who responded to the question if she met judicial performance standards, 90% said yes and 8% expressed no opinion. So we can assume 2% said no. And what's this percentage out of 8? Well, 90% of the people of 8 people. What's the damn study sample? How many? God, we don't really get much information at all from these damn performance evaluations, do we? Anyways, Judge Honorable Christina Finzel Gomez has been on the Colorado Court of Appeals for just over 2 years. This is her first retention as a Court of Appeals judge. The commission finds that her opinions are succinct, clear, logical, thorough, well-reasoned as to oral arguments. The commission finds that Judge Gomez's demeanor is professional and respectful. The commission commends Judge Gomez for her efforts to become more active at oral arguments, and we urge her to continue her efforts to ask more succinct questions. The commission also commends Judge Gomez for her efforts and leadership in the area of access to justice. The commission finds Judge Gomez is a valuable addition to the Court of Appeals. To conduct our evaluation, she joined the Colorado Appeals in early 2020. She earned her undergraduate degree from Millsaps College. That's not a real college, is it? In 1996, earned her law degree from Harvard Law School. In 2002, ooh, look at me. I'm a Harvard Law graduate. Actually, that is pretty remarkable. She clerked for a federal district court judge in Atlanta, Georgia, before going into private practice at a large Colorado-based law firm. She knows her stuff, but is she fair and even-handed? Does she have a nice little top 5 common law? What are her priorities? What is she going to convict? What is she not going to convict? It would be nice to know that you're opposed to murder and rape and violence and stealing. I would like to know the big crimes that you agree, because, well, this is an appeals court. But still, we need to have fair proceedings, and that's what the appeals court's all about. So if you can't run a fair trial, how are you going to be a good overseer of a fair trial? So she frequently speaks and writes about appellate topics, has acted at the Colorado Bar Association. She's been instrumental in access to justice efforts, including helping to create the appellate pro bono program and the Civil Appeals Clinic for self-represented litigants in the Colorado Court of Appeals and Supreme Court. So that's the honorable. Why do we say honorable? We just throw these titles in front of their names. I thought we were like against titles. Isn't that the whole point of the revolution? Christina Gomez is a judge of the Colorado Court of Appeals. She assumed office February 27th, 2020. Her current term ends January 9th, 2023, unless she's retained by the voters. Hey, that's the same time that Kimberly Woods' term ends in January 20. I think it was the 10th, though. She's on the ballot for the retention election, so really the question is, do you want her or not? Yes or no? She's been in there for a while. You like her? You think she's going to do good? In spite of, no matter how great these people are, I think you have to vote no because of how the retention elections are set up. And that's why there's so much corruption in the judicial branch. Because the retention election, it's not Christina versus Matthew or Christina versus Terry or Christina versus Jocelyn. It's Christina versus herself. And I've never heard of any judge ever losing these things, and they usually win by 75 to 85% margin. And I just don't believe that people love these judges that much. It's just that when you look at the options, it's like, do you want this person or do you want no judges at all? It's like, well, I want a judge. And then if you're up, in front of the person, they might ask, well, did you vote for me? Yeah, I voted. I voted. Yeah, sure. Before then, so she's been in private practice, basically what, Holland and art for a long time. She graduates Harvard Law and then just wants to make a bunch of private money. So she's rich, powerful, part of the elites. Does she understand working class at all? Does she understand what it takes to be out here? Charles A. Panel Jr., judicial clerkship from 2002 to 2004. Charles A. Panel Jr., U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia. Who's this Charles A. Panel Jr.? Is he one of the best goddamn judges in Florida? Charles A. Panel Jr., he's one of the best goddamn judges in Georgia. Christina Gomez has not completed the Ballotpedia's 2022 Candidate Connection Survey. And that's it. That's all Ballotpedia's got. We got some information here from the Colorado government website. Date of the swearing in, February 27, 2020. Judicial appointment was December 2nd, 2019. Before joining the Court of Appeals so she became an appeals judge the same moment that I decided to move to Costilla County. I should have chosen to become an appeals judge. In hindsight, Christina Finzel Gomez made a better decision in 2019 than me. And I bet you if she moved to Costilla County, she wouldn't have, even if she was poor, she wouldn't have had the... Before joining the Court of Appeals in early 2020, Judge Gomez was a partner at Holland and Hart, where her practice focused primarily on appellate litigation in state and federal courts. Over the course of her 15 years at the firm, she chaired the appellate practice group, served as the administrative partner for the Denver office, was a founding member and later co-chair of the Women's Forum, served on the Diversity Committee, the Associates Committee, various other committees. She also spent hundreds of hours on a variety of pro bono matters. Prior to her time at Holland and Hart, Judge Gomez was a judicial law clerk for the Honorable Charles A. Panel Jr. of the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia. Education: Judge Gomez is a 1996 graduate of Millsaps College, a member of Phi Beta Kappa, was in the honors program, served as a teaching fellow. Hey, you a teaching fellow? I'm a teaching lady. Participated as a member, an officer of various leadership, academic, and service organizations. 2002 graduate, Harvard Law School. She served on the board of student advisors, was an editor and contributing author for the Harvard Journal on Legislation, served as a volunteer and officer in the Volunteer Income Tax Assistant Program, and as a student advocate at the Hale and Dorr Legal Services Center. Civic and charitable activities: Judge Gomez served on the committee that formed the Colorado Bar Association Appellate Pro Bono Program, also known as the Full Representation Program. In 2010, she chaired the program's screening committee and worked on a handful of cases through the program. Okay, so there's some awards, professional affiliations, Colorado Bar, Colorado Journal, practice column, former commissioner. Okay. Publications, whole bunch of publications here. Yeah, that sounds nice. It's reading, writing, judging. Well, I went to college. Okay, well, I've had to fucking read all the fucking laws because I'm fucking working class and I have to be up against the Leviathan and you rat bastards when you want to go ahead and just bear false witness against people. So, yeah, I guess if you're just skating on cloud nine, it's pretty easy, huh? Yeah, I guess it's pretty easy and pretty nice. She's married, got 3 kids, enjoys camping, hiking, reading, playing board games with her family. I like that she actually, there's presentations too. So she has writings, wow, this is very, publications and presentations. Somebody educated her right. Nobody in college told me to get published. It was shut up, sit down, I'm the boss. Bunch of insecure bastards. Kindergarten, it was just the same as kindergarten. Shut up, sit down, learn this, learn that. You're not good enough. Get out of here. How dare you speak up? Oh, I was only spending $100,000 fucking dollars. I thought I was allowed to talk. No. Presentations: effective appellate writing, trial versus appellate advocacy, oral argument, mock argument discussion, top 10 tips for brief writing, meet the new judges, 10 things every trial lawyer should know about appeals, canons of statutory construction. There's a lot of good reading stuff. I like the title at least. Appellate review of unpreserved issues. Outlines for effective brief writing: whether, what, and when to appeal, 10 ways to lose an appeal, when to file an appeal. So there you go, oh, there you go, oh, Christina. See, appeals court orders judge to reconsider drastic reduction to 33 million wrongful death verdict. Appeals court orders judge to reconsider drastic reduction. Your Honor, that lady needs to pay that man $33 million. Can we make it 32? No. No, it has to be 33 for punitive damages, Your Honor. Christina F. Gomez says, take it down a tick or two, can you? $33 million? Would you be happy with $31 million? God. But it is a life, and it's a wrongful death verdict. So what's the the value of a life? ColoradoPolitics.com. I signed up for their fucking subscriber list, and then the password, it was too many fucking things. So I don't know what the hell this article is about. But the headline's there. So, Christina F. Gomez has been doing some appealing, judge appellating, and she's got all that shit that she authored, right? When I go to Mike Gonzalez, I don't even know if Mike Gonzalez is opposed to rape, murder, violence, murder, or stealing. Mike Gonzalez, are you opposed to those things? I tried to ask him if he was a Christian, because if he was, then that would imply thou shalt not kill and thou shalt not steal. But he ran away from his Christianity because he's so smart. Oh, that's something that you'll use to appeal on the thing. No, asshole. I was actually curious about your perspective, because if you said, yeah, I really hate murder, and I really hate rape, and I really hate stealing, and I really hate violence, and those are 4 big priorities for me, that'd be amazing. That would be fantastic. We'd be on the same page. I'll reassure you that none of those things will happen from me to anybody else. So the whole thing is, to be best, expect each other to be best, and to reassure each other we're not going to be pieces of shit. It's the school of life. It's the school of life 101. Can we find out anything else here? Let's see. Judge Christina Finzel Gomez. And actually, we should find a whole bunch of stuff, considering she has all these articles. So let's just when to file an appeal. Let's see if that even comes up. There's Google Scholar, right? When to file an appeal. And she's got it listed here, so you would think she would want people to see it. Or is it in those publications that nobody ever looks at or sees? Remember, I asked my professor, hey, which publications? Well, there's this one and that one and this one. Okay. I'm not going to follow in your footsteps. Trial talk. Okay, it's not pulling up, so we'll have to come back to that. There's a whole bunch of Court of Appeals retention. Matthew D. Grove, Terry Fox, Needy V. Pawars, Suanna P. Johnson, Lino S. Lipinski de Orlov, and David H. Yoon. And then we got the trial judges, 3rd Judicial, 10th Judicial, the 12th Judicial. Wait, the 12th Judicial? The 12th Judicial? Well, that's my district.